Hi there, how's it going? In this video I want to answer a question that I'm asked quite often. And the question is, do I need an impact screwdriver? Or can I just use a drill? So I want to answer that question. Let's get into it. So, do you need an impact screwdriver? Well, first of all, what is an impact screwdriver? An impact screwdriver, it's one of these, when it puts in the screw, first of all you need to put in a screwdriver bit, and you can only use this quick release Mac lock or something it's called, I don't know, probably I'm wrong, doesn't matter. It uses this quick release mechanism to hold the bit extension and the bit for driving in screws. When the impact screwdriver drives in a screw, it just turns around, and then as it starts to meet resistance, as it gets harder to drive in the screw, it starts to hammer the screw in, like this. I'll show you. Well, I hope it'll make a noise. Just got this clamped on the table. There. When I drive the screw in, let's see what noise we hear. That was me slipping off the screw head because I wasn't focused. So just a small tip, when you're driving in a screw, put two hands on the screwdriver or on the drill, whatever you're using, and follow through, push the screwdriver behind the screw. Otherwise, what just happened to me, the screw ran away and the bit started to slip in the head, and that's not good for the screw head or the screwdriver bit. So again, here we go. You hear that? Drrr. Now that wasn't the bit slipping, that was the impact screwdriver. And look, it's buried the head deep inside the wood. If I continue, it's going to keep going deeper and deeper inside. So the impact screwdriver has got a lot of power. It's very powerful. It can just like pull the head deep into the wood like that. It can snap screws quite easily in hardwoods too. Okay, so that's an impact screwdriver. So can you use just a drill? This is a cordless drill. You could have a drill with a cord as well. It's the same. We've got a Jacobs chuck style chuck. It's a keyless chuck. The chuck is what holds the bit. You see you've got 3 teeth here, 3 jaws. And when we turn this collar, they close and open. Okay, so of course I can drill holes with this because it's a drill. But I can put a screwdriver bit in it like this and close it up tight. And you see here on the collar there's all these numbers. This collar here moves. You see it's moving? And there's an index mark here and all these different numbers. So what's all this for? Well, this is actually for using as a screwdriver. This, when you put it down, let's say on number 1, it's like a clutch. And when there's a little resistance, the clutch slips. So if I'm trying to put in very small, very delicate screws, this won't continue pounding the screw in like the impact screwdriver. It'll just slip on the clutch. And the higher the number, the more resistance I need to stop the clutch. So it'll put in a bigger screw a bit further, depending how hard or how soft the wood is. So I can go right up here until I've got 16, and then I've got a couple of other marks that I really honestly don't know what those are, but this is like the hardest, I think. I can't hold it. Oh, there we go. So I managed to hold it on the 16. Then if I can continue going, this is for drilling holes. And there's no clutch. So this, I can't stop it. It's just burning my hand. Okay, so if I drive a screw in with a cordless drill, it goes in. If I just have it on this setting, I can drive it in quite deep as well. The impact screwdriver is more powerful. These are small screws, this is softwood. Impact screwdriver is much more powerful. I can drive this into here. You see, just the same, but Bigger screws, harder wood. The impact screwdriver will go in deeper. I'm not going to bother demonstrating this now. What I want to show you about this is the clutch. So the clutch is really nice. If I put it down on a lower number, like number 8, that's it. Won't go any deeper. So you have a lot of control with a cordless drill using it as a screwdriver. Okay, it's a drill driver. It's not as powerful as the impact, but it can do a lot of things. It's also got speed control on a lot of them. It's like a gear. When you turn the gear down, it turns slower, but has more power. Here it turns faster, but with less power, less torque. So if I've got big fat screws, I'll put it down on number 1, and I'll put it up on a higher clutch setting to drive in bigger screws. Smaller, lighter screws, I'll put it down here and I'll put it back on a faster speed. I don't need all that torque. Okay, so we can use the cordless drill as a screwdriver. We can also use it to drill. Okay, so like I can put in here a great big drill. This is a 14mm drill, and the chuck opens quite big. It opens, probably says so here, to 13 mil. Yeah, 13mm diameter is the chuck. Okay, so this is a 14mm drill, but they sell it with a smaller shank so that it'll go in a 13mm chuck. So no problem for this. I put it on drill. No problem for this to drill a hole. I'm not going to go any further. I'll go into my work table. Okay. Okay, now can I do that with an impact screwdriver with a 14mm bit? It doesn't have the right fitting. And even if it did, this would be a bit flimsy for such a big drill. Okay, so the impact can't drill a hole like the drill driver, but he can drill a hole with this kind of fitting. That's a 3mm drill bit, and it's got a quick release on it. So I can pop that in there, and I can drill. That's nice, but I'm limited in size. I don't know how big these come. It's not something I go and buy every day, but you find them in the stores probably up to like 12 mil. I don't know, something like that. So you can, but you need special drills for this. Now, one reason I would perhaps say to a hobbyist at home why he might need an impact screwdriver is if he's building a deck or a pergola or something a bit more heavy and massive. Day to day, you don't really need it. It's nice. It's a lot of fun using an impact screwdriver. It goes very fast, very efficient, but you don't have to have an impact screwdriver, okay? Another time it's nice to have an impact screwdriver and a drill driver is if I want to drill pilot holes and then drive in screws, so then I can go. Actually, I'm not going to drill onto it. Drill a pilot hole. It's a bit short, that screw, for this purpose, but never mind, it's not for real. And then, you see it's too short, it didn't catch anything. I can drill a pilot hole, and then I can put in a screw without having to change the bit every 2 minutes. If I've only got a drill driver, I need to change from screwdriver bit to drill, or if I've only got an impact, I need to change from one to the other. If you've got two, that's big luxury and you can knock cabinets together fast. But I don't know if that's your point. If you're at home, just knocking a few things together on the weekend, you don't have to have one. Okay, I'm not going to waffle anymore. I hope that answered your questions, and I hope it helped somebody out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.